1 Hanson CTX here. Gonna start with a little vlogging as I prepare to take my beautiful CTX here on a trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. So here's a small sample of what I put into my bike when I go moto camping. This does not include my clothes, which will end up in a bag. I don't need much, you know, pair of riding jeans, a jacket, gloves, helmet, the typical stuff. And then, you know, some added underwears, because you got to be comfortable. That's what it is. You got to have good socks and underwear. What I've got here is a map, because maps, they're always good. And if your phone dies, well, that works. I always carry something to cover the bike in, and I got a chair, a pad to sleep on, my REI tent and footprint, and my sleeping bag. So that's like the bare essentials. That's really all you need. Everything after this is pretty cush, right? Like flashlight and lantern. This is the coolest little guy. It gets super bright. Hit that button, hold it down, it gets bright, or it gets dim. This thing will light up a whole campsite or a tent or anything you put it in. It is a lifesaver. Weighs almost nothing. Then over here, got my camp tarp. It's a 12 by 12 tarp. Folds into that small bit with 2 poles, which will be nice. Next I got some fire starters, earplugs for sleeping. I got some extra cord here that I use for tying down things. Rope, gotta have some rope just in case, especially when you're in bear country and you gotta put your cooler up if you bring food. Then we got my kitchen. That's my kitchen. I got my fuel, I got my stove, a pot / cup. When I'm really going minimalist, this is all I bring. I'll bring that, one of these guys, and my pocket knife. But if I'm gonna go for an extended stay, I bring the old school mess kit. And of course, you know, that's got 2 cups and 2 plates, and then you can use this as a pot or a plate. Then I have my thermos. Keeps cold cold, keeps hot hot. Works as your everyday cup. You can brew your coffee, and you can put your coffee in there, and it works wonders. Then of course you got to have your tool. This guy is used for everything. Of course I have a Swiss Army knife, and I have another knife. I got a few knives that I carry with me, and all these tools are available. Including my other tool that, my Leatherman. It actually has all of these on it. But this is something you might want to consider bringing. Matches, but I'm an old school guy. I like my flint and steel and pocket lint. Good to use. Then we come over here, what do we got? Our base soap. It's good for everything. My neighbor's going out riding. Look at that. Look at that. We got a little cameo. Guy on a Harley. It's a nice looking bike. We got a storm coming. He's going out riding. Gotta have the deep woods, and then a rag and a polish, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I like to keep my windscreen and my helmet clean, and that's what I use. Then we have our first aid kit, everything you need, and plus a lot of extra ibuprofen. And then I have my tire kit. You never know. Sometimes I'll do 400 miles, 600 miles in a day. I've done 1,500 miles in a weekend. Basic plugs, you know, things you typically use when you got to put a hole, fill in a hole. And then in here, by Stop and Go, it's a mini air compressor. It's very small, very compact, weighs 4 pounds. And then your toolkit. We got a storm coming. That's a shelf cloud right there. Huge shelf cloud. It's making its way fast. The horizon looks pretty cool over there. As I'm out here packing for my ride tomorrow. That's right. I got most of my gear already in this built bag. My tent, my sleeping bag. Oh, I threw in a spare tarp just in case. All the things I need, the first stuff I have, and then of course all of this little stuff will fit in that saddle bag. I'm gonna pack that up real quick. Well, the bottom fell out. Just like I said, that shelf cloud came through. It was a whitewash. And my neighbor who went out riding on his Harley Davidson, I got a feeling he got wet. Here's my neighbor. Here's my neighbor. He's coming home in the rain with a follow vehicle. Oh man, that sucks, but it happens to all of us. I'm happy he's home safe though. I'm happy he's home safe. Everything's ready to go. Let me put me on here now. Oh, all right, you get a view of me. So yeah, we'll be leaving here shortly. Hit the road. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Walnut Crossing. Here we are. Whew! Well, I'm on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Beautiful scenery. Everything's great. I've been on the beautiful Blue Ridge Parkway for about 30-40 minutes. Had a little scary moment. First time my motorcycle was ever on a dirt/gravel road. They're doing road construction. And for 9 miles, it's off and on, 1 lane, 2 lane, 1 lane, 2 lane. And there was a steady stretch. It was a steady stretch of about probably 500 yards where they had dug up the road and it was all gravel and it was deep and rutted. And they actually warned me. They stopped me and they said, dude, you might not want to go through here on your bike. Well, I said, I've done this stuff before. Why not? I start going, I probably get 50 yards. My motorcycle decides to go where it wants. It doesn't matter where I'm trying to point the front tire. That bike is going where it wants. And I was uphill. It was uphill on a mountain. Very loose, not packed at all. They were just laying all the gravel down and starting the process of paving a new Blue Ridge Parkway section. Well, you can see I got through it, but it was I was puckering up. And there was some motorcyclists behind me who decided they weren't going to try and they were going to take the long way around. I was like, no, I'm going. So anyway, there's the update. That's my view of my next turn as I head down to Blowing Rock. Just came out of there. She's doing great. She's got some gravel spots underneath, but still clean, relatively clean. Tell you, this is an insane view. I love it up here. I love it up here. Of course, video never does this type of stuff justice. All right, well, that was a nice break. Well, I made it. Here I am. Motocamping vlog/blog. Here's the site, right on the water. That's the part right here I'm excited about, that view. There's the bike. So we'll set up camp right there. Campsite is all set up. Everything is done. This is a beautiful place. Probably one of my favorite campsites on this campground. So let's give you a grand tour. Here's the sleeping area. That's my REI Passage 2. It's been a great tent. I've gone 2 up with this tent. My wife and I have been very comfortable. Above it, I've got the REI 12x12 tent tarp or canopy tarp. And I decided to bring this flap up and have all 4 up in the air, and I've got it on 2 poles. And of course these orange cords, they don't come with it. I replaced it so that they were high vis. Got my laundry area. I decided to string a clothesline across underneath and keep things nice and dry. Got my REI camping chair. Great place to sit and enjoy the view. In fact, you know what? Let's see what this view looks like from here. This is what it looks like where I'm sitting, right here. Oh yeah. Got the canopy above me, all the way around. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And then I got this wonderful view of the water. I can just stretch my feet out and open up one of my favorite publications, Roadrunner, Motorcycle Touring and Travel. These guys are awesome. Alright, so this is my nice seating area. So this is beautiful. Just a nice breeze coming through. The inside of the tent, I've got my North Face sleeping bag that's been tried and true. Nice inflatable pillow from REI. And I have my Stratus REI inflatable mattress pad. I've used this thing and everything. It has been beautiful. Computer, phone. Here's the view from inside the tent looking out at the water. Oh yeah, that's my view in the morning. When I wake up and turn, that's what I'm gonna get. And I'm covered by the elements, by my rain fly and my tarp. I got my built bag in there with all my other gear, so everything is stowed away beautifully. I got plenty of room for me. Plenty of room. In this vestibule, I can put in my shoes so they stay nice and dry. All right, let's go to the next part. This is the picnic table, if you will, that comes with the place. And I went ahead and threw up one of my tarps to kind of shade it if necessary, but to keep it dry, we get a shower or two. So what it does is it basically adds to my square footage, giving me more shaded and dry space. And there's the bike all tucked away.